Hey guys, Aussie Steve here from Home Buyer Louisiana. We buy houses in any condition in Louisiana. I'm here at a house we own. We're in Covington, so St. Tammany Parish. So we actually bought this property about 2 years ago, maybe a bit longer than 2 years ago, in 2022. I bought this with a partner of mine, Courtney Fricky. If you're in the investment world, you probably know her. But we bought this property and we ended up selling it to an investor on terms with some creative finance. So they put a small amount of money down and they were paying us monthly, and now we're doing a project. So it was in pretty bad shape. So their goal was to fix it up and sell it, something we often do, but they wanted to do that. And so we financed it to them and now we're responsible for selling, and they were going to get add the value and make some money. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. So, they moved pretty slow on the renovation. They went through it pretty slow. So, 2 years in, I definitely would have liked to see it a lot further along than this. They unfortunately stopped paying. They were late several times for a fair while, actually. We really tried to work with them, but the communication broke down. They weren't talking to us. They weren't paying. So, we had to take legal action to take the property back. So we just got the property back. So these things happen. It's sad. We don't like taking properties back. If we sold it, on terms, we want those people to do what they wanted to do with the property. But unfortunately, it does happen. We had notes to pay on it, so we had money to pay on this property still, because there was some debt that we're paying off. So they stopped paying us, and we obviously going to still keep paying the debt because we're going to meet our obligation. But we can't do that indefinitely. So we had to take possession of the property. So, now we have a half done rehab. So, you can see it still needs flooring. The painted some of the cabinets. So, there's some things done. It is better than when we left it, but definitely not 2 years better. That's for sure. That's for sure. So, but that's fine. We'll take over from here. Really, we do renovations ourselves, so we selling on finance isn't something we. Me, I don't personally do that much. So we're more than comfortable to renovate a property. We think we're going to turn this back into a rental, so we could finish it and sell it as a flip. But I do like this area. As I said, we're in Covington, so we're going to keep it. So we're going to fix it up and get it ready for a tenant, and we can get that tenant in. And now, we're obviously continuing to make the payments because there was a debt on the property, so we're continuing to make that payment. But now at least we have possession of the property, ownership of the property, and once we fix it, we're going to put a little bit of money in to fix it, obviously. But once we do that, we'll have a tenant in place, and that tenant will earn us income. So we'll start getting income back on the property, which will offset that debt and a little more. And we'll sit on this for a while. At some point, we'll sell it to a homeowner. But yeah, that's the dangers of property investing. Like we're investors. We love buying properties and flipping and doing all these things. But it's that people. It's hard. You make mistakes. These people made a mistake and they couldn't finish it. We've made mistakes. I've done some bad deals. I bought some deals where I haven't made money. So we're not immune to the issues that exist. So look, if you're looking to sell a property, maybe you're a rehabber like this. You got a half-finished rehab and you can't finish it. You're over it. Maybe you run out of money or just patience, and you want to sell it. We'll come in and buy a half-done rehab like this. No problem at all. If you can finish it, we always recommend it. So here's something, we speak to a lot of people who are sort of halfway through renovation and they want to sell it. It's common. I get it. I've been there. But here's the thing. We always encourage you to finish it if you can, because normally a seller will come to us and they're like, I bought it for A and I put B amount of money into it. So I'm just trying to get my A and B back. And often you won't get that unless if you're doing it in like a really crazy period, the market's been going up, maybe you will, but it's unlikely. And I'll tell you why. You might have put a certain amount of money into it, but as an investor, me and any other investor, we're not going to pay you for that work in the same manner. And why I say that is, it's not our work. We have crews. We do this work. We probably do it cheaper than you, particularly if you're not professional. We definitely do it cheaper than you. Plus, when we do something, we know the quality, right? So if you've done some work, but like you've closed the walls and we can't see it, I can't assume it's the same quality as mine. So, you know, I'm probably not going to pay the same amount, you know, for that value. And it's incomplete. So there's a lot of risk. So it's very unlikely you're going to get all your money back unless the market's gone up a lot. If you want your money back, though, I'll tell you who will pay you what you spent and probably a profit is a homeowner, right? If you finish it, right? So I'm an investor. Like I'm not going to pay for your work, and you might have overpaid for that work. I'm not going to pay for it, right? But a homeowner, when it's a complete job, they're going to come in and see beautiful finishes, you know, nice countertops. It's a home to move into. They will pay you not just what you spent, but they're going to pay you a premium because they're buying a full house. You know, sometimes I explain like this. It's like a sandwich. You buy a sandwich for a certain amount, right? You know, maybe you know, the sandwich is $5, and on that sandwich there's like chicken, lettuce, and tomato, right? And together that's $5. But if you were to sell just the bun and lettuce, you're not getting the same proportion of money back, right? If you're selling the cheese, no one's really just buying a piece of cheese off you, or they're not paying you great. You're not going to get good money for that, right? But if you create a sandwich and I'm hungry, I'm gonna buy a sandwich off you, right? And it's the same with a home. A half renovated home, it's like selling a piece of lettuce, right? It's not really worth that much. But you know, when you create that full home and have a move-in ready product, that's selling the sandwich. People are gonna pay for it. You should be able to make a profit and do well. So if you are halfway through renovation, if you have the money and you have the ability to finish, I encourage you to keep going, finish it off and fix it. So that's definitely our recommendation. But I get it. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you're just done emotionally, mentally. You know, it's taking a toll. Sometimes it's physically, and you know, on your mind as well. Or you might be out of money. So I get it. Sometimes you do need to sell, and if that's the case, yes, an investor like us will come in and will buy it for sure. So it's up to you. It's up to your situation. Everyone's different. But cool, guys. Appreciate you watching. If you're looking to sell a property, reach out to us. homebuyerlouisiana.com is our website. Feel free to inquire with us. We're happy to discuss what you're working on, what your property is, and let you know what we pay for it. It could be a half-finished rehab, could be a rental property, it could be, you know, just a house that's dated and has some issues you want to sell, or cash as is. Let us know. We'll let you know what a cash offer is, and if it works, fantastic. We'd love to close a deal with you. And if it doesn't, no hard feelings. We'll definitely give you just some general advice and, you know, give you some options for what to do. Cheers, guys. Appreciate you.